whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Ruth Vitale, and I'm the Executive Director of Creative Future.
Hi, I'm Marco Colombo, and I'm a film producer just from the company called Interstar Entertainment, and I've produced about 12 films in the past 2 years.
So could you briefly give me the a summary for the history of Creative Futures in one line?
Sure. Creative Future is a nonprofit organization that was set up by the studios and the guilds, DGA, IATSE, SAG-AFTRA, the six majors, and CBS. And it was formed to speak up about the value of creativity and to speak out against the theft of our creative works. And the organization now has over 200 organizations joined with it: Lionsgate, MGM, Roadside Attractions, the Weinstein Company, all of the agencies, and management companies, and writers, directors, and actors, because we need to mobilize our community to speak up about the value of what it is that we do for a living.
Would you like to add anything to that or anything else you do on the side?
Sorry, I thought it was mainly for Ruth this one. I'm just mainly producing movies right now and coming to Cannes to see opportunities about financing projects and raising money and also exploring the digital distribution from directly to consumer. Instead of going through these local distributors, doing it myself, because independent film productions have a very difficult time getting placed and being monetized abroad. So the only alternative might be for us independent filmmakers to market directly to consumers around the world.
Thank you. And you mentioned you do public outreach through doing speeches in universities. What
Yes.
other kind of methods or mechanisms do you use to spread the word?
We do a lot of social media. We have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter feed. I also have my personal Facebook page and Twitter feed is also all about this, because I think it's an issue that concerns everybody, and it is a grave issue. And I think as a community that we need to begin to speak up, because we haven't in the past. So that means any opportunity that we can talk to people about the value of what it is that we do and then how piracy is hurting it is something that I think needs to be said.
Anything you want to add? Or it could be separate. It could be about
Something
other
totally
companies.
out.
I can cut them.
Stop laughing at the camera.
It's good. Spontaneity.
Ask me a question. From international distribution, that's my domain. That's so.
So how is piracy affecting international?
It has killed the international business for independent filmmakers. Basically, all the small companies that are present here trying to sell independent films cannot give their product away. That is why we, as independent filmmakers, have to find alternatives how to monetize our project, our films. Because right now, finding a distributor in each country of the world has become almost impossible. They only want very few films, high end, with marketable names. If not, the small independents are very difficult to place.
Do you envisage any new alternatives of monetizing these or revolutionizing?
Unfortunately, it's going to be only finding the end user and targeting through social media, finding our consumers. That's the only way we have hope to make some money with our movies. And also, the audiences are much smarter than they used to be. They're more cultured than they used to be. You cannot fool them with a nice, pretty artwork. Now they know more. The audiences also have less time to devote to watching movies, because they have to answer emails, they have to Twitter, they have to do all the other things that we do with the internet. So there is less time to watch movies and TV shows. So you have to find your target audience through social media, through targeting them, and that is the way I see us as independent survivors.
And what are your motivations behind attending this year's Cannes Festival as a company?
I wanted Europe has been far ahead of us in speaking up about the value of its creators. And I wanted to meet with people here from France and Italy and other European countries, Germany, to talk about the things that they've been doing to combat piracy and educating people about the value of creativity. So it was very important for me because Creative Future represents the first time that Hollywood has really gotten behind saying, okay, we care, this matters to us, and we need to talk about it. Because without talking about it, if you don't continue to have discussion, people don't believe it's an issue. And we've been too quiet about it. So in coming here, I know that I can meet with my colleagues overseas who have made great inroads into at least starting the discussion and figuring out what can be done.
Talking to all the people here at Cannes, the only country that I've seen actually taking steps actively, it's been France, Italy. I'm Italian origin, and they're the best pirates of the world. I remember even in the old days of my dad, they used to take the prints out of the movie theaters. There was a little truck just outside. They were making copies on Super 16 film and then bringing them back to the theater. So the same day that the movie came out in the theaters, they were already pirated copies. They're doing the same thing in the digital world. And the Italian government doesn't do anything. I can say that on the French side, they're very aggressive.
Germany as well.
And Germany, yeah. The rest of the world, it just doesn't. They don't care.
And they should.
The reality is, the film business, it's not so big in most other countries, like it is in America, and that's why maybe the governments are not putting as much weight behind. The French people really believe in their filmmaking, and they want to protect it. Germans really believe in their filmmaking. Italians, they're little anarchists. So that's all I've noticed just talking with people.
And last question, is this film festival so far different to previous ones you've attended in any way?
Well, I just got here last night, so it's a little difficult. What I like about this film festival for me is I'm coming in a different capacity and working with the American Pavilion to talk to students, to have a panel discussion, to at least be here not just to see films, but to talk about how much they're worth to our society and culture.
Coming to this market as a filmmaker, somebody that has to monetize the films, I can tell you that I see much less activity, many less people that I've seen in the past years. Talking to selling companies, they're doing a fraction of the business this used to do. So there is just much less money going around for at least the independents. The big companies, they're doing okay. They don't have a problem. It's the smaller films, the smaller companies that it's very, very difficult to monetize. There are less people.
Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest.